Welcome to Midwest Sports Net. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. It's time for Midwest Sports Now. It's probably a little bit past time tonight. However, I was holding on just a little bit longer and waiting to see if the Tennessee Volunteers were going to go ahead and hold on to their lead and get the victory over Kentucky tonight. And the answer to that was yes. So the Vols win tonight over Kentucky. That's a little Division I football update. Let's talk football today, and let's talk Division II and NAIA football here on Midwest Sports Net, where we talk about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond. We're going to start with the NAIA today, and the big game of the day, no doubt, was the game that was in Orange City, Iowa today between number 2 Northwestern, and they were hosting number 3 Morningside. And just like the last time these two teams met, it went down to the wire. Morningside coming away with the huge victory today, 55-49 over Northwestern. Joe Dolenchek, 26 of 43 passing, 336 yards, 3 touchdowns, and all 3 touchdowns going to Reed Juergensmeyer. 10 catches today for 181 yards. Now, those are 3 of the touchdowns scored. Don't forget about the ground game for Morningside. Anthony Sims with 4 touchdowns all by himself. 173 yards rushing today for Sims, and Morningside comes away with a 6-point victory. It went back and forth throughout. Morningside took the lead early in the fourth quarter and never gave up that lead, extending it, giving up a little bit, extending it, and then ultimately holding on for 6 points. Don't forget about Tyson Koima, by the way, for Northwestern. How about Koima? He went for 28 of 52 passing today, 498 yards. And so just a huge, huge game, a big win for Morningside. Expect both these teams to be in the NAIA playoffs. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But this will give Morningside maybe an advantage coming in. They're going to get the regular season win over Northwestern, a big GPAC win for the Mustangs. One more game from the NAIA now, football matchup between Baker and Central Methodist today, and Central Methodist in Fayette with the victory over Baker, an upset over a top 5 opponent. Baker, number 5 in the NAIA poll, 1 loss coming in, 2 losses now, 21-19, the win today for the Eagles over the Wildcats. So Central Methodist upsetting Baker today. Baker scores a touchdown, misses the extra point. The next touchdown scored, tried for 2, didn't get that either. And so 3 touchdowns scored between the two teams, and it really was the extra points that made the difference. Paxton De Laurent, 17 for 30 passing, 307 yards, 3 touchdowns. And for Baker today, J.D. Woods continues to build on what has been a legendary career already. All 3 touchdowns scored today by the Wildcats were at the hands of J.D. Woods. So, upset there in the top 5. This should make way for Kansas Wesleyan to move into the top 5, if not the top 4. We'll see if Kansas Wesleyan is able to jump maybe over Northwestern. Who knows? But we do know this, that Baker now has 2 losses on the season. This is going to be maybe a little bit of a struggle for them where you're talking about the playoffs for the NAI. We can talk more about that a little bit later on. Let's go to Division II right now. Football updates, and we mentioned some of these games last week or a little bit earlier in the week, talking about games that were within the top 10 in all 4 super regions, games that were going to have impact on how the playoffs would shake out. So let's talk about a few of those games really quickly. From Super Region 1, it was Cal U on the road today at Slippery Rock. Cal U from Pennsylvania, the number 4 team in the regional rankings in Super Region 1, falling to Slippery Rock today, 38-26, a battle of Noahs at the quarterback position. Noah Grover getting the better of Noah Mitchell. Noah Grover, 26 for 38 passing, 466 yards, 4 touchdowns thrown for 2 interceptions, by the way. Sweeting and Wynn, 171 yards and 169 yards, respectively, receiving for Slippery Rock. To Super Region 2, and we see West Florida all over West Alabama in this one. West Florida, 47-7. Austin Reed, 22 for 39 passing, 409 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. And again, a pair of receivers having a fantastic day. Karan Ashley and David Durden, 125 and 105 yards receiving respectively, each with 2 touchdown catches. To Super Region 3, number 9 in the region, Southeastern Oklahoma, on the road at Arkadelphia, taking on number 7, Ouachita. Ouachita, the 3-time defending champions in the Great American Conference. Southeastern comes in today and comes away with a victory, 35-21. CJ Shavers, 14 carries, 151 yards rushing, and 2 touchdown passes or 2 touchdown rushes for him. To Super Region 4 now, a pair of games in Super Region 4 that have an impact. One of those between the number 2 team in the Super Region, according to the rankings, Augustana, falling on the road today big time to Minnesota Duluth. Duluth 41-15 over Augustana. And how about this? Duluth with 5 interceptions on the day. It was all about the defense today. Michael Kirkendall with 2 of those picks for Minnesota Duluth. Also from Super Region 4, it was number 7 Bemidji State holding on over number 10 Northern State today, and some offense and defense both we talk about. Brandon Alt, the quarterback for Bemidji State, 30 for 46 passing, 376 yards passing, 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And by the way, those 2 interceptions for Northern State, both at the hands of Chance Olson. He had 2 picks and 118 return yards. However, Northern State comes up 2 points short. Bemidji State with the win today. That is a look through all of the football. Let me give you one more highlight today, or a headline today, and this comes from Sylvania, Ohio. NAIA basketball and Lourdes today. It was homecoming for Lourdes. A couple of big wins today. The women's basketball team over Miami Middletown, 132-74. The most points scored today in the NAIA, 132 points to 74 as Lourdes gets the victory. Mercedes Wagner, 29 points, 12 rebounds. Shea Pedroza, 22 points today. 6 players in double figures for Lourdes. Oh, and by the way, the men's team played as well. Another big victory, 98-50. Didn't quite break the century mark, but the men's team with a homecoming win as well. And between the 2 teams for Lourdes today, 230 points scored, 230 on the scoreboard today at homecoming. That's how you have homecoming. That's how you celebrate homecoming today. So there you go. That is a look throughout the Midwest, some headlines, Division II football, NAIA football, and one more congratulations to Lourdes today for a pair of big wins in the NAIA. Thank you for watching this breakdown, this edition of Midwest Sports Now. I'm Joey McWilliams. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, to Midwest Sports Net. We talk about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond. Thanks for watching. God bless you all, and have a great night.